welcome back to my channel. So it's finally getting cool outside. It's kind of mid-end October, and I am going to be planting all my cold hardy flowers. So there's some stuff that I'm going to be doing by seed. There's some things I'm going to be transplanting. I'll show you how my seedlings are doing. I'm currently hardening them off. And then as soon as I get all my corms and bulbs and things, I'll be planting those as well. That should all be arriving within the next few weeks to a month. But I'm super excited, gonna have a lot of flowers growing over the winter and into spring. So let me show you what I am gonna be planting. So as you can see here, I'm going to be planting my statice. I was going to do it in one of my beds, but my mums aren't done blooming yet, so I'm going to plant a few in this grow bag and use my handy butter knife to remove the little plugs. This is probably the easiest way to do it. And then you just come in with your butter knife, scooch the soil over, plug it down, voila, super fast. All right, my friends, here we are in the first week of November, and I finally got everything planted, or at least the first succession of everything. I'll be starting seeds again indoors here soon to plant out next month and in January, but let me show you how everything looks and what I've got growing so far. So as we go over to the rose garden, everything is pretty much gonna stay as it is. Everything has put on a lot of new growth, and I will be coming in and pruning these in January. Stay tuned for a future video if you're curious about how to prune your roses. I did it last year a little bit earlier in January, and that worked out really well. So here at the end, my grow bags right here, I will be planting some more annuals in those when they get going. My last bed right here is where I'm putting all my ammi and dill. I'm doing a couple of different varieties there. So I am doing 2 successions of those, and you can see some of them have already started to pop up. And then I planted my statice in the grow bags. And then in bed 5 right here, I have Bells of Ireland. I will be doing 3 successions of this. And you can see the first successions are popping up. Bed 4, my larger bed, I will be growing Bupleurum, and I'm going to be sowing this in either 2 to 3 successions. The first ones are starting to pop up. This is my first year growing these, so I'm excited to see how they do. Bupleurum and Bells of Ireland are great fillers, along with Amy and Dara. So here's another grow bag of Status. And then bed 3 is where I still have my heirloom chrysanthemums growing. They should be done probably by the end of November, and then I'll be figuring out if I want to keep them or not. They've grown really well. I just don't know if I'm totally in love with this particular flower or if I want to try a different one next year. It's a pretty color. It's just not, you know, big and very exotic looking. And then of course I have this random tomato plant which I was let going, but I think I'm gonna yank it because it's starting to attract some pests to the bed. But either way, these babies got to be out of here by the end of December because I'm gonna be having to plant some more of my ranunculus and anemones in this bed. And then these grow bags here, I have yarrow as well as some poppies. Bed 2, I put in my first shipment of anemones, and I have 3 different varieties here: Rainbow Pastel, First Crush, and Full Star Blue. I will have, I think, 3 more types coming, and I'll be planting those either in the other bed or in crates. And then I'm growing a few edibles. I have a pot of some different lettuces and a grow bag of carrots. And then along the fence, I'm gonna be putting in small pots with strawberries. We grow strawberries every year and my whole family love them. Now this first bed, this is where all my snapdragons in stock are going. So I'm doing 2 successions of stock. I have one that I've transplanted in already, and I'm starting another one inside. And then the snapdragons are on the left, and I planted all of those as all at once because they should keep blooming. And then and then I added the netting this year. I haven't done that before, but this should help them grow up nice and straight. I have 4 different varieties of snapdragons and 3 different varieties of stock. And then I came through and pinched the snapdragons by just chopping the heads off, so that way they'll start to branch from the bottom. You want to do that with your repeat bloomers, but you don't want to do it with your single flowers like the stock, or else you won't get any flowers. And then over here in the pollinator garden, all of this is pretty much gonna stay as it is. I will trim some of this back, including this giant milkweed, which will die back when we get our first freeze. My salvias will die back. A lot of this will, and that's fine. That's what it's designed to do. And in the spring, it'll regrow really nicely. But I did plant a ton of wildflowers here, as well as in my front yard. And I will leave most of those for the pollinators and just for, you know, personal enjoyment, but I will be cutting some of those because in those, you know, there'll be things like larkspur, maybe some more salvia, some poppies, things like that I can actually use in bouquets. But yeah, that's about it for now. I guess the main things that I haven't planted at all yet have been my tulips, which are going to be chilled until about January, and then I will be planting those in crates. I don't have my lilies yet. I will be growing those in crates. And then I'm still waiting on some more ranunculus and anemones. And depending on room, the rest of those will either go in this last bed where the mums are, or they will go in crates as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to see how everything grows into the spring, and I hope you are as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.